Here is one of those videos that will make a little more sense when you see a couple of pictures of it instead of me just telling you what's going to happen when you plan on adding an addition to the front of your garage or extending the front of your garage and you have a driveway. And I would assume that the driveway would be sloping. However, how much of a slope you're going to have in that driveway will impact the designs I'm about to show you. So let's go ahead and add a 4-foot extension to the front of the garage here. And in our first example, we will not modify the driveway or the slab in the garage. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this to provide you with an example of how we lowered the garage door header here. And I believe I had to lower it about 8 inches. I had an 8-inch drop from this point here to this point here, an 8-inch vertical drop. So I had to lower the header 8 inches. Another thing to keep in mind is that the garage door is now going to be lower. You're going to be installing the garage door about 8 inches lower than the existing one. For example, if that garage door was about 12 inches away from the ceiling, then your new one is now going to be 8 inches lower or 20 inches away from the ceiling, making it difficult to park a taller vehicle in your garage. Next up, let's go ahead and zoom in on this section here where we just extended the driveway into this area here, poured a separate concrete slab. And you could always remove the footings and the wall along with the header if that will work for your project also. However, that will require a little more work. And of course, a view from the front here. And since the video isn't on how to extend the roof, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the wall here and the concrete work that might need to be done. In our next example, let's take a look at what it might require if you're going to extend the garage floor on the same plane, or simply extend the slope of the garage to the driveway like I've done here. This is actually going to require you to remove and replace a section of the driveway or the entire driveway, depending upon how much of a slope you have in the driveway. And in this example here, we are probably going to need to remove the existing garage door header if we're planning on installing a roll-up garage door. You can see here where this one is going to be in the way. Unless there's another way to install a roll-up garage door I'm not familiar with. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to check with your local garage door installer before removing the wall and the header.